From the ecstasy of Wembley to the dejection of relegation from the Premier League, Alex Neil has seen both ends of the fickle world of football over more than 2 years in charge at Norwich City. But tonight, on the eve of a clash with Blackburn Rovers, he was sacked from the City board, saying it was a tough but unanimous decision which they felt was in the best interests of the club. It came just hours after the Scot confirmed he still wanted the job, facing the press at Colney for what's transpired to be the final time.
We all recognise and realise now that we're playing to be part of Norwich City, basically. I mean, that's where we are. I mean, I spoke about a transitional phase before the Sheffield Wednesday game, so this was prior to that game even starting, was the fact that the club at the moment is in a bit of a transitional phase where we want to prevent from being the provisional yo-yo club that comes up and down, and at times you're going to have to sort of have a bit of sort of clear out to a certain extent and make sure that we freshen the squad up.
I'm surprised by the timing of it, yeah. Not so much maybe the events themselves, because I think most Norwich fans felt that this probably was long overdue, the actual decision to get rid of the manager. But the timing I find very strange, given that probably 4 or 5 hours ago from this point, he was sat in front of myself, other media, talking up A, the team he was preparing for Blackburn tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, and B, more pertinently, the rebuilding job he had in the summer, that he was the right man, that he was going to go on and do that and really get this club back on an even keel almost.
It all feels a long way away from January 2015, when Neil's time at Carrow Road started full of promise. He helped the Canaries to promotion to the Premier League with golden memories of Wembley and a playoff semi-final win over Ipswich for good measure. But his hero status with the fans soon began to sour as relegation from the top tier and a descent into Championship mid-table mediocrity took its toll in the terraces. And tonight, without a win in 5 games and 9 points outside the top 6, the pressure finally told. The board saying they want a new manager in place for a crucial summer transfer window and next season. First team coach Alan Irvine will take temporary charge.
Realistically, they've got no chance now whatsoever, even if they got a manager in very quickly. And you don't think there's too many out there who are available currently to come straight in. So I think it's almost a case of it ultimately admitting it's not working with Alex Neil, get him out the door, and then it's all going to be about the summer now. And whether they might even, we don't know, we'll find out more maybe tomorrow, but it might be Alan Irvine stays in charge now for these remaining 10 games. But whether Alex was in charge or as he is not, it's going to be a massive summer for this club, because what they do this summer could dictate what happens for the next 5 or 10 years.
The directors said tonight that they wanted to thank Neil for all his hard work. But for many of the Canaries faithful heading for Carrow Road tomorrow, events on the pitch may now pale in significance to what's happening off it. The board, well, they say they've been conducting a thorough review of the structure of the club, and an announcement will be made next week. And the bookmakers, well, they've installed Gary Rowett and Roy Hodgson as the early favourites for Norwich's next boss. Rob Setchell, Mustard TV, Norwich.